Once upon a time, on the outskirts of the internet, two experts and a couch decided to find out what it takes to succeed. All they have, a lot of free time and absolutely no clue where to start. Starring Mike as Mr. Right, Ron as Mr. Wrong, Couch as the Couch.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Couchpodcast. I hope you're doing great. We happy be back for another episode and share our opinion and experience with you. Today, let's discuss how to reset our mindset. Let's get rid of those negative thoughts and replace them with the positive thoughts for a better and happy life. Because as we know, everything starts in our head, in our mind. So let's make it positive place. And with that, let's jump in. And actually, wait. Our episode usually sounds like a monologue, so I decided to do something a little bit different today and try to make it as close as possible to dialogue. So, you know what, Ron? Let me ask you questions, and you can deliberate on your answers and explain and like how you usually reset your mindset. And first thing I want to ask you, Ron, is how often actually you get those negative thoughts and how they affect your day or your daily routine.
Hey, what's up, guys? So, for a person with anxiety and perfectionism in the same boat, being negative was somewhat a part of my life. And when I wanted to do something, I would probably question every single step that I had to take, and especially hard, I would punish myself for lack of quality in actions. All of us were getting this weird friends, maybe, or we know someone who are nerds, absolutely geeks at school or university, maybe. And the problem is they are kind of perfectionists as I am. And for them, for example, if you're getting a highest grade that you could get, for example, A plus or A, you're happy with it, right? And B also would be great. But for us, for perfectionists, it's similar to failure. So that's our problem. Is problem with perfectionism is not accepting yourself in the sickest way possible. And by the way, grades doesn't decide anything in your life except the fact that you will get them. That's it. And by the way, that is the mind that I had accepted, judging myself, doubting myself, questioning everything, a single thing that I'm doing. And if we reset everything to default, I wasn't this type of person. But little by little, I let my thoughts take control of my behavior, destroy my self-confidence, and turn me from happy human being to skeptic grumpy man. I think the best way to describe the affection of negative thoughts is like endless loop of giving up. Whenever you have to try things or to do something, or even when you have an inspiration or dreams, there is always a bad ending, theoretically. So you even not started and you already think that you will fail. That's a bad mindset, and that's negative thoughts in your mind. So before being a very negative thinker, I would let my thoughts control my day. I used to plan things correctly. If you see my schedule, it's perfect. And I want to make a important remark that my schedule was perfect, not because I had a good mindset, but because I'm a perfectionist. That's how the things are working for us. So everything was on a track, but at the same time, there was always a big possibility that one slightest thing can magically turn into a chaos, my whole schedule for the day. Let me bring you an example. Doesn't matter if it was an article that I was working on, new song, breakfast preparation, whatever. I started to do something, and I started these thoughts about that I'm doing something wrong. I cannot do it the best possible way, and eventually I would find myself not doing anything at all. Like you start to do something, all right, and if your mindset is weak, just a slight idea of missing things will awake anxiety, doubt you, and you will end either messing up or procrastinating, just leaving the things as they are. For now, I'm absolutely a different kind of person. I'm absolutely upgraded man, and I'm happy to proudly say that I've changed my mindset, and I can share my experience, but I think it will be in other questions. What do you think about it? How negative thoughts affect our day?
Uh, I think they affect our day. That's once again. Let me repeat. I'm very proud of myself. I have a journal that I'm journaling my days. Since I started journaling my days, now actually I can somehow keep track of my negative days. By negative days, I mean the days when I feel down and I don't want to do anything. And there I put, why do I feel down? And that's exactly you said. Usually, I actually try it as well as you, Ron, and you know that uh, to make everything like to bring everything to perfection, and even the time when I wake up, I supposed to wake up at this time, and if I don't wake up at this time, uh, it means my day is not gonna go as well as it's supposed to, and I feel down. So since I will start journaling my days, and I know what days, there wasn't many days actually when I was negative. I felt like really down and didn't want to do anything. There was a couple days like this, and I put the reason why I feel down, and then, um, for example, like if I woke up a little later, I would say, I know that I messed up and I'm gonna feel down, but I would tell myself that, listen, it's okay. One day you can take off. Like it's a, for example, it's an off day because you achieved something yesterday, and that's way I change the way that I change my thoughts and the way I thinking about my schedule, and it's actually helped me to start thinking positively. Like for example, some people says, uh, "I'm too old to do something," right? And I would, I would, I don't know, I would suggest those people to say differently, to say, "I have so much experience that I cannot fail this time." Not that I'm too old. Or some people say I'm too young. You can say I have so much time to gain the experience that it's gonna be okay. So that's the way. This is the way that you start changing your negative thoughts to positive and get rid of those negative thoughts. And like like I said, journaling my days helped me a lot. Um, do you somehow track your negative thoughts, Ron, or do you have some kind of like I don't know, something that helps you uh, track your negative thoughts?
Look, right now I don't, but I actually did it for a long time as a part of my therapy. See, the influence of negative mindset is pretty much stronger. I would even say that it is much more deeper than being positive. Like when you have a bad day, I'm 100% sure that you're labeling it that way because of something undone. You don't really appreciate yourself for being competent for most of the tasks that you already accomplished. Instead, you try to judge yourself for missing out. Another example, I have something to do at my job today, right? And maybe there is simply not enough time to finish all of the tasks. So basically, I will pay attention to what I haven't done and not even mention smaller things. Like, even if the job is not finished today, there is still something I did, right? I probably made my bed in the morning, cooked a meal, did the dishes, worked out, So those are unappreciated things. And the one way to reset your mindset is to start appreciate the small things in your life. And I think tracking your negative thoughts is the first step that you can take to your journey to reset your mindset. So
Yeah.
that's it. I've been doing it for a long time. I know that maybe that's my mistake, that I'm not doing it right now, but somehow it worked for me perfectly. I will explain a little bit later in our discussion. And also I wanted to add that that's our own experience. I don't suggest, if you're already like tracking, having a journal where you write down everything, it's actually a psychological tip. And you should just continue, because for me it worked, and I know I stopped it. Maybe it's wrong. We will see. If it's wrong, I will start again. I already know the strategy, right?
Yeah. Do you think like what I feel when I wake up later than I supposed to wake up? I feel like I'm behind, and I don't have enough time, and I need like 48 hours a day to finish everything. Like that's what actually make me feel bad about myself and bring me to negative and down. Like I'm behind. Like I supposed to wake up at 6. I woke up at 9:30. Oh man, I'm behind 3.5 hours. What I'm gonna do, because I have like this task to do, this task to do, and this task to do. And that's when I start thinking, and I get kind of negative. I like hate myself, and yeah, I'm kind of, I don't know, in a in a state where I feel like a lost. Like what am I doing? Like this kind of stuff. That's why actually journaling my days helped me, because sometimes when you have like sometimes when you try to fix something in your head, you don't have a clear picture of what's going on. And when you write it down and you read it, you have like a clearer picture. You see better what's going on and why this happening. So that's why I mean the journaling helped me. But it's my personal, like you said, Ron, it's my personal opinion. Do not suggest anyone to do that. There's gonna be a lot of discussion throughout this episode where it's gonna be our personal opinion. Not everyone not everyone going to do this, and not everyone. If everyone do it, it doesn't mean it will help them. Okay, I got some kind of loss, but you got my point, right?
Yes,
So
exactly. And I think, sorry for interfering, but actually, I think that our problem, like you told, when you woke up later and you think that you screwed up your whole day, I think that human nature is somehow changing, and nowadays we don't appreciate time that we have. Like, let me bring you another type of example. For example, you have, let's pretend that you have the last meal, like the first and the last meal for your day, right? Maybe it's a whole like pack of rice or something with chicken. From the one side is getting cold already, but the other part you have a bunch of warm meal yet, right? And the problem with appreciation is like you will not throw your food because one part of it is already cold, right?
yeah.
So what is the sense to like spend the rest of your day thinking that I already screwed up, even if you're not on your schedule? Like if you woke up later, you should try to avoid these negative thoughts and just keep on track.
You should be thankful that you woke up, right?
At least, yeah, you woke up. You have 24 hours per day, and actually screwing up your 23 hours and 40 minutes because of 20 minutes that you overslept or something. I think it's kind of crazy, but that's what we are nowadays. Like it's
Yeah,
absolutely common thing.
yeah, you already woke up late. Now you stress out and think about it and waste another half hour just to stress about it. Like, yeah,
Yeah, and I will not let anyone like to spend the day normally. Like I will probably call my girlfriend and tell her, "Oh, I woke up so lately. I don't have a mood to do something today." I will like talk about it so much, so we will spend another 40 minutes discussing that this day is somehow bad and
screwed,
today
right?
there is nothing. Yeah, it's already screwed, and that's why. So for that's a bad thing. That's something that we need to fix because I'm telling you, if my day is not going like in a proper way, I think it's absolutely okay to mess up the others' days also.
Yeah, if my day is not good, then I make sure everyone around me have a bad day as well.
Yeah. Just uh,
Yeah,
sending
well,
vibes to other people.
yeah, okay. Now, if you're in that situation right now, right? What are the ways you use to reset your mindset? Like what you do first, how you get out of that situation.
Again, I think that we should reverse the journaling to tracking. Like, I used to count how many times a day I would feel myself down and write it in my diary. I know that sounds weird for some people, but it's crazy underrated. First of all, when you write down your feelings at the moment, you can recap later on your day and see that most of your problems aren't really a big deal. Like now, okay, you're neurotic, you're on emotions, you're feeling bad. Uh, just write it down. Later, when you will calm down, you will recap, you will come back to the same situation. And with a cold head, you will think differently. You will understand that it's not a big deal. Even if some thoughts will keep bothering you, you can learn how to approach them in a different manner. All right. From my own experience, you know already, and I will just share it with our listeners. I had a major agoraphobia and the fear of going out, and was extremely hard for me to beat it. Every day, I would set a milestone that I had to conquer by walking out as far as I can. And most of the times, I would fail and write down a whole page of how I'm underwhelmed, frustrated, and angry that it's not going to work out, and I'm a failure, all the things. And uh, by the way, I didn't knew the time that not reaching your actual goal today doesn't mean you completely failed forever. Like if you keep trying, things will change. And situations started to change once I understood that even if I'm not walking the desired distance, I'm still going out. When I realized and started to appreciate those small wins, and I understood that their quantity is much bigger than like loses, everything changed for me. So every day I would start my day as a winner and end my day as a winner too, no matter what. I learned to find those like things that are making me happy, no matter what. Like, again, you asked what are the ways to reset your mindset. I think you should start to track down your negative thoughts, positive thoughts, and by the end of the day, you should recap how you spend your time and what did you feel at exact moment and how do you feel right now. And you should try to fix it, like to accept things because life happens, right? There are
Yeah.
some things that are absolutely out of control. And if something makes you feel bad, the best thing that you can do is just start to accept them differently. As you told before, like for the old people, they're going to say, "Oh, I am too old for that," and you said that you would suggest them to think that they are enough experienced. That's the positive mindset. That's the better way to approach things. Because, and I will tell you one more thing: the like psychologists and therapists, they suggest when you have some kind of fear, some kind of phobia, the best way to get rid of it. It depends, of course, it depends of situation and the health and mental health and everything. But most of the times, if you have some kind of fear, the best way to get rid of it is to expose to that fear. Absolutely expose yourself and stay there until you will treat it differently. The thing is not about to become fearless, right? The thing is to accept your fears and treat them differently.
Yeah,
So
like if you're afraid of spiders, stick your hand in a box with the spiders, but not the
never,
venomous
I
one.
would never do that. Never do. Really, by the way, I got spider on my hand like 2 days ago. I was sitting in a restaurant with my friend, and we were talking about these phobias, and I told her that I have arachnophobia. It's
Yeah.
mostly like the common phobia. Like, look at the spiders; they are so freaky and they are so nasty. Who would like to touch them? I know there are some people who like
I do.
get
I don't know.
spider, and
I'm okay with spiders. I was bitten by spider. I'm not the Spider Man though, but I was bitten by one when I was in a hotel somewhere.
see, they have absolutely no use. If spider bite you already and you didn't have any special powers, let's get rid of them. We don't have any actual use for them.
No,
So,
actually, spiders are very good. Um, uh, like if you have one in house and you have some kind of bug or something like that, or you have a fly flying somewhere in your house, he can go to, he can got. He can get caught in a spider web, and the spider will get rid of it. So, spider's not that bad. I mean,
so you
they
can
have
accept him
uses.
as a part of family, right? That's
Yes,
that's that's our spider, and his name is Trevor, and he helps us. By the
to
way,
get
no
rid of
offense
the
for
flies,
Trevor's.
right?
Exactly. So, what I was telling about the fears, right?
Yeah.
It's not about becoming fearless; it's become to accept fears. But about spiders, we were talking about this arachnophobia, and somehow he got under his table. He saw the spider web, and there was one red spider, and he just picked it up and threw it at me. I was shouting like a small girl, and everyone in the restaurant would look at me. And by the way, what's 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 the problem with restaurant? If all right, it was like open space outdoor restaurant, but check your tables so
Uh,
you will not offend people with arachnophobia.
yes,
Joking, by the way.
yeah. Uh, the joke with stick your arm, your hand inside the box with the spiders. It was a joke. Guys, don't do that because there could be some venomous spiders, and yeah, that would be bad. So it was a joke. Don't
There should be
don't do
common
that.
sense in everything that you're doing. It's not like if you're afraid of heights, you should go and throw yourself out
Jump.
of some building
Yeah.
and just jump. No, that's. By the way, I
Yeah.
have that phobia also. I'm just a walking encyclopedia of phobias, and I've actually just won one one of them, and I have still plenty of things to do in my life. I have a long journey ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, the brain is actually really powerful like thing, right? Look, the brain make you fear everything. Like your mindset will work that way that you'll fear. You can even, like you said, you mentioned you fear to come outside. Like it's really powerful thing and powerful tool, and I think, we should learn how to use it in our advantage because most of the time like we on a default mode going through life not understanding anything we like living our life because I don't know if you had that experience or not. Sometimes when you drive the car
Mhm.
like you turn off and at some point you already reach your destination and you will be thinking like how the hell I got here, I don't remember anything.
By default, right?
Yeah. So that's how we live our life. Okay. Not going out of the topic, but uh, how did you come up with the ways that help you to like reset your mindset? How did you come up with that? Did you like
Once again,
tried before? What like did you try many things before and come up with your own ways and understand the ways that not gonna fit you.
I tried a lot actually. If you will like review all the history of my problems with everything, you will. I've tried everything in my life, starting from some medicine and actually I'm happy and I'm glad because I had this huge experience and now I know that the best way that you can like solve your problems is yourself. You should find a way in yourself, in your mind, and it will help you. And for me it was a very long path, a huge experience, endless times trying, and several years of psychotherapy. Once I learned, as you told, that the human brain has crazy potential, I've started to learn more and more about how things work in our life. I was just crazy interested in all of those kind of things. And there is a huge science about how a person can program their or someone else's brain. It's called, if I don't mistake, neuro-linguistical programming or something like this. And the thing is, like, even when we are speaking something, our brain works, and it works in a very interesting way. It's capable to accept and analyze information. So it's very good skill. And by the way, if you use it wrong, it's a very bad skill. Like, you should control your thoughts and watch out for your mouth. As
Definitely.
I'm absolutely sure that you saw this video of David Goggins shouting at the gym when he was doing this, like pushing a barbell. He did maybe like 15 repetitions, and then he started to shout something like, "They don't know me, son," and he do once again, "They don't know me, son." And I think that that's a programming. That's a neuro-linguistical programming of your own brain. When you're telling something, your brain accepts it. And it works the best for you when, for example, if you will go to the gym and every day you will tell to yourself that you're not getting rid of useless weight, like you're not getting fit, you're not achieving your goals. I think even if you will go like 5 years, you will not achieve anything because you're starting this processes in your body that are not letting you to achieve the results. So it's not only about doing something, you should also like, your mind should be into it also. When you're doing something, just tell to yourself, like, being positive, it's already, it will give you more energy, I think. And
Yeah.
I came up to this ways through lots and lots of mistakes in my life, because I've tried everything. Like, we all want this magic pill that will make you feel better, that will solve all your problems. But no,
So what was the
magic
name of
pill
the
is
movie?
inside your magic pill.
No.
I don't remember
Limitless.
that kind of movie. Limitless. Maybe I
Yeah.
didn't see. I didn't see
When
it actually.
when he had the pill, he which like
Oh, Bradley Cooper.
yes,
Yeah,
Limitless.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Had the pill, like, yeah, get me some of those.
But actually, you know that our brain works exactly that. But the stimulating things should be not a medicine. It should be something else. Like, if you program your brain enough good to like accept, analyze information again, I think you can become really like powerful at this. It's all
Yeah,
from your mindset.
I think so. Same here. The ways I came up was I tried some things that like worked for me, but not fully. Then I like um make them fit me. Like, for example, like like I said, I write down, I read it, I go to the root of the problem. That's the problem. If I think I'm behind the day for many hours, I start thinking, okay, not every day has to be perfect. Today, you have off. You achieved something yesterday. Today is your celebration day. You can be relaxed. And that's how I calm down myself. and this is the way it actually helped me. But this happens because I write down everything. I write down everything, why I'm down, why I'm not in the mood to do something, and then I go to the root, to the cause of this problem, uh, and I start thinking positively, or I try to think positively. If I'm really really down, I don't know. I'll go to park. I go for a run. I go get something to myself. Something means um, pizza. I don't
Yeah,
know.
very positive thing, by the way.
Yeah,
Grab some pizza and you will actually feel better, much better. Yeah,
yeah. Don't eat it every
that's
day
really
though.
good. I absolutely agree with what you're saying, and you should reward yourself. And also, like that's also like the one way to reset your mindset. Stop judging. Try to reward yourself. Stop judging yourself for not doing anything. Instead of this, try to think about what have you done today, and reward yourself. Once you will get a reward, you will feel much better. Tomorrow will
Yeah,
repeat.
yeah. And if you journaling your days, right? Uh, at the end of your journal, write down why you're proud of yourself that day. That's I do that 100%. 100% I do that because if I accomplish something, if I accomplish all the tasks, all the goals for that day, I make sure I write down and read it a couple times that I'm proud of myself, that I finished and accomplished everything I supposed to accomplish this day, and it makes me feel happy. Actually, it makes me feel different inside. I don't know, happy. That helps me.
Absolutely right. I just wanted to do a little recap of our previous episode because there was a one way to stop procrastination, and it was called like do something or do nothing. Something that way. I just remember that I told you guys that I will try it on my own life and I will tell you the results, and results are the best. A little bit
Uh,
of recap how the things
from
are working. Yes.
from last episode, right?
Yeah, from last episode, how the things are working. If you want to do something, you have it on your schedule. Like I have separated 1 hour for workout, for job, for doing something, but you are not really in a mood to do so. Just leave it and do nothing. And I told already that I had this mistake before, that I just started to look for social media, checking all the other interesting things, and I didn't even acknowledge how the time like running fast. But when, trust me, when you're doing absolutely nothing, it's like I tried it this way. I woke up in the morning. I have this 1 hour to work out. I thought to myself, I'm feeling lazy. All right, it's hot outside. It's hot inside. I don't know if AC will rescue me from this weather. But I told to myself, all right, if you're not in the mood, just sit down and do nothing. 2 minutes or 3 minutes after, I started to work out because you will feel really bad and bored. You will feel bored at the same time. You will ask yourself some strange questions like, are you really going to not do anything for a whole hour? So that's how it worked for me. And that's that strategy absolutely works, and I suggest to anyone who are listening to us, just try it on your own. And if you have some experience that you wanted to share with us, just share in our comments. We would really appreciate it.
Yes, guys. And then before we finish, of course, like we can Google and find a lot of materials on this topic. But that doesn't mean there is one formula that fit all. And because we are different, we are in different stage of our life. We have a different habits. We have different problems that we're going through. Everyone is unique in their own way. So today we shared with you what are the ways that help us, and it's totally up to you, and you alone can decide which of these ways can help you. Maybe you want to practice it, or maybe you think it's total bullshit, and you're here just to spend time and have a good laugh with us. We happy to have you. Just remember, every change starts in our head, and it starts with a decision to change. So, on that note, don't forget follow us on Instagram at Couch Podcast 22, and also follow us on YouTube at the same Couch Podcast 22. Share this with someone you care about, and help. Like, if you think they need to change, help them change. If they actually want to change, also don't forget to hit that like button. Your opinion, leave your opinion in the comment section. DM us on Instagram anytime if you have any suggestion or question. Like always, with you, Mike and Ron. See you next week, same time, same day, same place. In case you forgot, this is Thursday on Couch Podcast 22.